you're an incredibly intelligent guy. You speak incredibly quickly. In one of your videos, you were talking about GLP-1. You mentioned something about decreasing DPP-4, increasing GLP-1 naturally, right? Am I tracking right?
Yeah.
So is doing this naturally essentially like creating your own semaglutide within your own body, and it's increase or regulating things?
Kind of, yeah. And to your point about we were talking about earlier about listening to people, and I am working on that because I know I talk way too damn fast on my videos, and I'm really trying to slow it down because I'll hear comments like that, and even my wife's like, "Dude, slow down." And I'm like, I just get excited, and I just start talking. I'm like, ah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
thank you for reminding me of that. But yeah, I think I did a series on gut health and how it can affect your metabolism and therefore your body composition. Yeah, I mean, we make our bodies make our own GLP-1, and I think that one was specifically talk about the gut microbiome and how different types of gut bacteria can not only help you produce more of it, but number two, they can affect that enzyme that breaks down that DPP-4 that breaks down GLP-1. So by altering your gut microbiome, kind of making the good guys more and getting rid of the bad guys, that can enhance that. So in essence, you can make your own GLP-1, but the question is it could be the same as taking it exogenously. Um, maybe early on if you're, if you're like, 40 pounds overweight and you've got insulin resistance, it's probably not going to work. I mean, it'll help a little bit, but it's just not going to get the job done.
but it
Kind of
can
like,
finely tune you if that's something that you need.
yeah. So if you're younger and you're catching it early, maybe you can optimize it and help it and stave it off and improve it. But it's kind of like TRT, can you bump up your own testosterone to and get you to where you need to be naturally? Sure, absolutely. But it's
Yeah,
going to take a lot of work, and you have to be really diligent. But it can be done. It's just damn hard.
yeah,
A lot of people, no matter what you do, you could do everything right, and it's just not going to get there. So same with the GLP-1, you could do everything right, and it's going to help. But if you've got a lot of weight to use, you're already down that road. You got PCOS or insulin resistance. It's unfortunately probably not going to be enough. It's going to help, but you're probably still going to need some help exogenously.
yeah. Would it help on top of exogenous GLP-1, or is it something like testosterone where you're not going to create your own once you start injecting?
I think it's going to be a little bit of both. It's going to help, of course. It'll because you're trying to bump up those GLP-1 levels, so it will help. Every little bit will help. I don't think it's going to be as much as obviously taking it because it's just going to override that, right? But
Yeah,
by doing the things to make your own GLP-1, you're improving your gut microbiome and therefore reducing inflammation and enhancing those other metabolic pathways in your gut, like enhancing the bile acid metabolism, enhancing some of the other products of those other enzymatic pathways in the gut, like serotonin and PYY, and these other things that are going to indirectly help you with your appetite, your cravings, and your weight loss. So it's going to be a synergistic effect. So in that way, it will help almost in more of an indirect pathway, if that makes sense.
yeah.
So now if you're doing both, then yeah, you're going to get a much better effect. So.